Morning, folks. This is the home handyman. It's early morning, so it's coffee, questions, and a little bit of fun this morning. So if you got coffee, here's to you. Early in the morning. All right, so questions, emails, all that. So we were talking about welding, I know, the other day on the forum, and we were all going back and forth discussing all kinds of different stuff. So one of the things that somebody said, well, hey, those leather gloves you use, what kind are they? I don't know. I went out and I looked. I don't have a manufacturer's anything on it, so I'm not really sure. But we started to discuss the issue about which gloves are better to buy and which ones are better to own, because some of them are expensive. They can run you up to like $50, $60 a pair if you get like really good ones, especially from like a welding store or something like that. So I took a look online because I did get some reviews back from people that use from Harbor Freight the new Vulcan gloves, and we'll talk about those in a minute. This is Harbor Freight's way between Earthquake, Hercules, and now they're coming out with a new line of Vulcan welders, which we'll do a video on those in the upcoming future, but because I don't know enough about them right now to do that, but we do know enough about the gloves to talk about those because people have bought them. So the idea was to take a look at each one of these and try to review them the best we can. And I was able to get enough information off of the forum to, I think, do a decent review on these. So let's talk about the ones on the upper left first. These are $4.99, the brown ones. And those are the cheapest welding gloves I've ever seen, for sale anywhere. And so I took a look and asked the forum what they thought about these brown gloves, and they're not very good. The thermal protection in these, the insulation is really poor. The stitching is poor too, and it can come apart on you, but for a backup pair or something just to lay around, I suppose, you could use them for $5. They are not going to protect you that well because of that thermal layer not being very good. You're going to burn your hands very easily on them. So I'm not so sure of that in the stitching, but if it's all you can afford maybe, or if, like I said, you want a backup pair, I mean, you could look at them, but they're not very good quality for welding gloves. So kind of a thumbs down on that one. So let's go down to the gray ones down below that on the left. These are made by Hardy. They're $10 a pair. Again, it's a very poor quality leather, both the brown and these Hardys. The leather is very, very cheap at best. And both of these claim that one size fits all. Well, I was out there, and the best way to approach a lot of this, I tried them on. I tried on all of them. I just wanted to see how they fit, and that would give me a good idea on what I personally would think of the gloves if I had to use them. So anyway, the quality on both of these is poor. One size fits all. No, it doesn't. If you've got fairly large sized hands, we'll say, I guess that's the best way to explain it, they're not going to fit you. So one size doesn't fit all. They're just a bad fit. Okay, but they're an inexpensive pair. And again, if you're going to use them like a backup pair, I don't have a backup pair of welding gloves. I have a good pair of welding gloves. That's all I got. But there are a lot of people, they have more than one pair. Now, if you needed a second pair, I suppose these would be okay for that. But like I said, they're poor. You're still going to burn your hands real easy because the thermal protection in both of these is lousy at best. So I kind of give that a thumbs down too. Now, like I said, Harbor Freight's way of stepping up their game here and competing with better quality stuff. Vulcan is one of the manufacturers now. They actually are pretty decent. Scale from 1 to 10, probably in the 6, 7 range. They actually aren't bad. So we'll take a look at the ones up above, the white ones, for a minute. The ones that are made by Vulcan, the Defenders. Both of them are, but that's what they call them. The white ones, they primarily say, are for TIG welding. It's not a bad price, like I said, for around $10. Even though they say they're for TIG welding, I believe you could use them for MIG welding or whatever you want, or plasma cutting. I mean, they're very comfortable. I put them on. They're very comfortable fit. Use your 20% discount. You'd probably get a hell of a deal on any of these, but I don't know. I mean, I give it a good rating. And the thing with these ratings, I don't know if Harbor Freight buys their ratings or what. I mean, on some of these tools that I know, because I've had them and I know that they're absolute junk, you get these tons and tons of 5-star ratings. I don't get it. But in the case of these Vulcan Defender gloves, yeah, they're decent. They are a decent one. They really are. I'd buy them. I haven't bought them yet, but when I do use those 20% coupons, I would damn well consider these. They're very comfortable. My gloves right now are super thick, super well insulated. And when your hands are in them, though, they're kind of stiff because they're made out of a good thick leather. And you're not going to get burned using them, that's for sure. Now, these ones here, like I said, the white ones, they're thinner, but they're much better quality, much better made. And I would use them. I would use them on any of that stuff. So they're a good one. I give it a thumbs up. Let's go down to the bottom. Let's take a look at the professional MIG welding gloves. Now, these are for MIG welding. And yeah, they're a little bit thicker. They're a lot better made than the other two on the left. And again, it's one of the Vulcan brands, which seems to be coming out as a fairly good brand that people like. They've got top ratings. And like I said, I don't go by the ratings when it comes to Harbor Freight stuff. I want to actually try to touch it, feel it, and test it out myself. I don't own these. A lot of people on the forum have been buying them, and they say that they're fantastic. So I take the forum's word for a lot of stuff and not so much what's posted on the websites as far as ratings go. But the black ones, they say a lot of these people say they would easily compete with the $50 and $60 pairs that you buy, at the welding stores or off Amazon or anywhere else. That though Vulcan is like a new name brand, it's a damn good brand. And I took a look at them, put your hands in them. They're very comfortable. They're nice. You got a lot of flexibility in those, and the fingers and everything else. So yeah, I would take a serious look at buying them. When I get my 20% coupon again and I'm out there, if I can't find anything else, even though, like I said, I have a great pair, they're real stiff. These would be nice just because of the flexibility, and the dexterity that you have in using them. So I would give them a try, and I probably will here in the near future. So the Vulcans, thumbs up, definitely on either one that you want to buy, or whether it's oxyacetylene, it doesn't matter if it's MIG, TIG, or plasma cutting. These would be a good buy, I think, and I would encourage you to try them. People on the forum have done it, and they all agree that, hey, these are great, and they're well made, they're well stitched. Okay, so that's my review on these welding gloves, and well, I hope you folks have a good day. I got to get ready for work here pretty soon, but everybody have fun, okay? And I'll keep the reviews coming if you like them. If you find you have a different experience, drop it in the comment below. I would appreciate it. Okay, Home Handyman, thank you very much. You folks have a good day. Bye-bye.